Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Heights High School in Wichita, Kansas. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball. Kick back, relax, get ready to watch a great game right here on the World Wide Web.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball is on the air. Follow your Grizzlies throughout the entire season as they take on the top programs in the state and fight their way toward a 5A state title. Tonight's webcast is presented in conjunction with the interactive media program at Northwest High, and members of Shane Monroe's class participate in the production of tonight's webcast as part of their curriculum. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of Kellogg and 119th Street West. We're better, we're proving it, you be the judge. Stop by and see Lisa Hambledon and the outstanding staff at Mel Hambledon Ford today. And by Floodman Family Law at 323 North Market in Wichita, where they are dedicated to the complete resolution of family legal disputes. They will make this difficult time for you a little less challenging. And now, let's go courtside and meet the crew for tonight's Grizzlies boys basketball webcast.
And a very pleasant good evening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Heights High School, where tonight the Grizzlies will be looking for some payback as they are hosted by the Heights Falcons, who took it to the Grizzlies earlier this season in a big way. Grizzlies looking to get for some payback here tonight, and if they're going to get that payback, they're going to have to work mighty hard. Heights High is on a roll, and the Grizzlies, quite honestly, have struggled throughout the entire season. So this will be an excellent opportunity to see how much they've improved over the first meeting between these two clubs. My name is Kevin Arkin. Glad to be with you. I'm joined tonight by our executive producer, Julius Bolden, who will be manning the control center here at Heights High. Landon Smith is due to join us shortly as well. And as you may have heard during the intro, and if you're not familiar to this, I'm going to explain it again. This webcast is an extension of the classroom at Northwest High. These kids who are working the game tonight are members of Shane Monroe's interactive media class, and they are doing something that is totally foreign to them. That is producing their absolute first webcast of any kind. We've had a variety of kids up here. Julius is up here for his second visit tonight behind the helm. So, and we're certainly glad to have him back. Landon will be a rookie tonight. And all of this is graded. The information is fed back to the instructor, and these kids are obligated as part of that class to sign up to work a minimum of 4 different events during the semester. And if I'm not mistaken, only 2 of them can be the same kind. Is that right? You have to do 4 events, and only 2 of them can be the same sport, or is that wrong?
I don't know. I have to ask.
I don't know that either. That's what I thought, but I could very well be wrong. So anyway, we'll figure this out. We're going to visit with our executive producers at halftime, unless we get a better offer. We did invite athletic director Rick Wheeler to join us, and he is understandably going to be hit and miss depending on what's going on in the building. There's a lot of activities this time of year in the building. Parking lot was full when I got here already, so he's a very busy guy, but we're hoping he can at least stop in and say hello during halftime. And we do want to thank Rick Wheeler and all of the staff in the athletic department and the maintenance department here at Heights High for their hospitality. As you can see, we are in the end zone. All of the webcasts are done from this building, from the end zone, because mainly it's driven by the Heights webcast program. We're not the only game in town tonight. Heights is also webcasting this game. They started their webcast program 1 year after I started it at Capon. I was happy to help them, and they went whole hog. They really made a big investment in personnel and equipment, and they do a wonderful job putting on these webcasts for the Heights network, and we congratulate them for that. And they're about 30 feet to our immediate left where they are webcasting as well. You can also hear the band. This is arguably the loudest band in the City League. And we're about 60 feet from the band. So we're hearing them in the background here as well. How did Northwest get here? They come into the night 4-8 on the season. I'm going to recap it for you real quick here. They started out on November 30th. It's hard to believe they still played in November. On November 30th, they lost their opener at Cape and Mount Carmel in overtime, 59-54. Then they came to their home opener on the 7th of December against the same Heights Falcons team, and Heights mercy ruled them by a 40-point margin, 71-31 in that game. Took the road, won their first game at North, 65-34, and then lost at home to South on the 14th of December, 60-44. Quick trip over to Southeast had them fall to the Golden Buffaloes on the 18th of December, 65-51, and that was it till Christmas. On the day after New Year's, they went to Bishop Carroll, lost by 30, 68-38 to the Golden Eagles. Came home and beat West 62-47 6 days later. And then on the 11th of January, played in the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail Challenge Series at Goddard High, as the Ark Valley teams hosted this year. And they dropped a 45-40 decision to the Goddard Lions on January 11th. Then came the Valley Center Tournament the following weekend. They played 3 games in 3 days, lost 2 of the 3. They lost the opener to Garden City 44-39 in a game, quite frankly, they should have won. Garden City did not play well, and neither did the Grizzlies that day, and that game was certainly winnable. On Friday, the 8th, they beat Topeka Seaman in that tournament 57-52. And then on the 19th, on Saturday, they lost big to Blue Valley out of the Kansas City area in that tournament, and that's how we got to 4-8. Here is their remaining schedule after tonight, and we'll go through this again with you later. First of all of these games are scheduled for webcast live. First one will be the next 3 after tonight. We're at home for a homestand. On Thursday, we play North at home. Following Tuesday, Bishop Carroll comes in for the return match. And on the 8th, we host the Southeast Golden Buffaloes. Then our last 3 games in the regular season are all on the road. We go to East on the 12th, South High on the 15th, and on the 19th we travel and wrap up the regular season at Wichita West High School. The 27th is when the playoffs are scheduled to start. Obviously, we have no idea what's going to happen with that. It is our plan to bring you as many of the playoff games as we can. A lot of it depends on who they draw and when they play. Obviously, work schedules have to come into play there, and not knowing what's going on with work schedules, we don't know what's going to happen with that. So we'll keep you posted as we go forward. All the games will be webcast. All the links will be on the webcast page where you found this one. And we're happy to bring them to you. If you're wondering what the girls did tonight, that was one of the weirdest games I've seen in a long time. The girls led in the second quarter by 2 at one point in a seesaw affair. Trailed at halftime 25-23, down by 1 bucket at halftime. The girls did not score in the third quarter. They were outscored 20-0 in the third quarter. And at the end of 3 quarters, it was 45-23. Final score ended up being 62-31. The girls just ran out of gas at halftime and never got it back. And they drop a decision here to the host team, the Heights Falcons. Grizzlies will be in their road blue uniforms tonight with yellow trim and yellow numerals. And Heights will be in their home whites with red trim and red numerals. We're going to take a quick time out here, and then we'll come back for more pregame, so stay with us. It'll be that one now, okay? This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey, man, you got up for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
And as I mentioned earlier, this is an extension of the classroom here this evening, and you will hear throughout the evening, you may hear various technical instructions on the part of yours truly to our executive producers on what needs to be done. We don't have a separate director for this event. It's simply 3 of us. So if you hear that, keep in mind we never said this was NBC, and it isn't. But it's a great learning experience for these kids, and I am honored to be able to work with these kids game after game. About 5 minutes to go here until the introduction of the starting lineups and the play-by-play. Looking at the stands, a kind of a small crowd. I mean, the home team here is not really well represented at all. The home bleachers are mostly empty. Northwest has a decent contingent here. Not a lot of people from Northwest either. Granted, it is a Tuesday night game and it is a school night. And it is cold. It is supposed to be really cold here tonight. But the weather outside right now really is pretty good. It was in the middle 30s when I got here. That's not good. We're frozen up. God dang it. We just played a commercial a minute ago. It ran, didn't it?
This may sound like a typical high school basketball.
No, we're still frozen. All right. again. All right, folks, we're going to extend an apology here. We lost our internet signal sometime during the last commercial break. And hopefully you're still able to see it and see the picture. We will tell you that if we lose the signal again, we barely have enough signal to get out of the building. If we lose the signal again tonight, we will make it a delayed podcast, and you'll have to wait until I get home and upload it after that. But we're going to try and make this go. Now, Gary, I want you to do this. Go over here to scoreboard and click on the word scoreboard up here. Drag that over here. Click that and drag it. And let go of it right in there. Okay, that'll puts the scoreboard into play. Now you hit the word overlay, and it'll put it up top. There you go. Now hit control panel there, and you're back to where you were. There you go. Getting ready here for the introductions of the players. We're going to leave it to the PA announcers. That's the Heights High Madrigals performing the national anthem here before the game. Why don't you change the app? You're ahead of me. We're going to go ahead and keep it up here for the introductions of the players because we can't hear the PA announcer. I'm sure you couldn't hear much of him either. We'll tell you who the starters are for each of the teams as they are introduced. Northwest is on the far bench away from us and probably out of sight of the camera. So we're going to, since Landon isn't here, we're going to do this. I'll just cheat over here and we'll do that for the intros. We're going to have limited camera angles for you tonight, unfortunately. For the Grizzlies, number 4, DeAndre Wilson. And for Heights High, Isaiah Hale, number 3. For the Grizzlies, number 5, David Duncan. And for the Falcons, wearing number 10, Donald Bobbitt. For the Grizzlies, number 10, Zion Jones. And for Heights High, number 14, Jaden Ocon. Northwest sends in number 15, Lincoln Phillips. And Jackson Pillich, number 15 for the Heights Falcons, gets introduced. And for the Grizzlies, number 21, Logan Engelmeyer. And for Heights High, Keither Florence, wearing number 34, is introduced for the Falcons. I'm going to end up choking you to death. I'm just doing this. This is the best angle we can give you tonight, folks, and that's where it's going to stay for the night. But we're in good hands as Julius Bolden, our executive producer, is on the switchboard. The Grizzlies will be playing toward us this half. Going up for the opening tip, Zion Jones and Keither Florence. The tip is up, and the Heights Falcons win the opening tip and take it down to the opposite end of the floor. Circling around, Hale with it at the top of the key. Has it again, over on the far side to Pillich, back to Hale, into the paint and out again. Now here's a drive. Ball goes up, partially blocked, and a foul is called right off the bat. We'll see who gets credit for the foul. DeAndre Wilson gets charged with his first personal, and at the line, missing the first one is Donald Bobbitt. He'll get one more. So happy to have you folks along tonight. Bobbitt's second one is no good. Heights gets the rebound. Now Hale, a long three, misses. Bobbitt gets the rebound, dishes it into the paint where it's almost taken away. Another shot misses. We're still scoreless. David Duncan up, in, and good. David Duncan gets the first two of the game, and the Grizzlies lead 2-0. Token pressure being put on by the Grizzlies. Hale, top of the key, over here to Bobbitt. Bobbitt back to Hale. And now on the left side to Pillich. Now finally into the paint it goes. Under the basket, up and good is Jaden Ocon. And Ocon ties the game at 2. Just underway, a 6:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Grizzlies and the Falcons live from Heights High School. So happy to have you join us. Ball will be inbounded here by the Grizzlies. Jones has it underneath his own basket. Throws it out there to Lincoln Phillips, and that's going to be, would have been over and back had we touched it first anyway. It's taken away and scored by Pillich. And Jackson Pillich gives the Heights Falcons a 2-point lead. Phillips with it underneath the basket. Around it goes. Jones into the paint. Back out to Wilson. Wilson for three. In and out. No good. And a pushing foul is being charged here. I think this will be on the floor, however. It's going to be charged to Pillich, number 15. It's his first. Grizzlies inbound. Jones with it. Over to Phillips. In the corner to Duncan. DeAndre to Zion Jones at the free throw line. Pulls it back out to Wilson. Here's Duncan with an uncontested three, but he misses. And it's rebounded by Pillich, and here comes Heights back. underneath the basket. Into the paint it goes. That's how they scored last time, but the shot that time by Ocon is short. Rebounded by Wilson, and here come the Grizzlies back trying to tie it up. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. First quarter, that one knocked out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. Coaching staff for Northwest is, of course, Andy Hills, your head coach, Craig Nicholson, Kylan Hawkins, Tavis Leak, all the assistant coaches. Managers are Reagan Thompson, Heath Roberts, Mackenzie Wigington, and Catherine Curia. I don't know if Catherine's here or not. Foul charged on Heights to number 10. Donald Bobbitt. It's his first. He comes out of the game. Wilson to Jones. Jones looking for some help. Gets it back to Wilson. Now back to Jonesy. Engelmeyer was open for a moment. Didn't get it to him. Wilson can't penetrate. Sends it back out to Duncan. Into Jonesy at the free throw line. Jones thought about going up, pulled it back down. Engelmeyer in the corner. Back to Jones. Into Engelmeyer. He's underneath the basket. Couldn't get a handle on it. Wilson for three, and it's good. DeAndre Wilson gives the Grizzlies a 1-point lead. 4:12 remaining in the first. 5-4 Northwest. I didn't see who shot that, and it didn't hear either. But it does give Heights a 1-point lead. Lincoln Phillips throws it away. It'll be a turnover. Easton Ruffin comes in for DeAndre Wilson. Easton wearing number 2. Falcons have the lead and the ball. Coaching staff for Heights includes head coach Joe Auer, assistant coaches Gary Thomason, Tyler Richardson, Carlin Witten, and Jivy Foster. Their manager is Ezekiel Peterson. Round the horn it goes. Troy Watkins, who came in earlier, wearing number 1, is at the top of the key. There's an intercepted pass by Jonesy. He's going to go coast to coast, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Watkins. And Jones will go to the line, I believe. Maybe not. Third team foul on the Falcons. Wilson comes back in for the Grizzlies as Engelmeyer and Phillips go out, and Purcell Finch in for the game for the first time. Duncan inbounds under the basket. Wilson with it. Out to Jones. On the near side here to Easton Ruffin. Ruffin pulls it back out again to Jones at the free throw line. Have 3 guys on him. Ruffin back to Jones. And what do we have a call here? 3-second violation on the Grizzlies. It'll turn it over to Heights High. Minor adjustment here. Well, we're running short staff tonight as one of our executive producers is not here. Troy Watkins is at the line as Purcell Finch just got called for a foul. Watkins will shoot a pair here. Misses the first one. Coming into the game for Heights High is Sam Kiguru. And he will replace Isaiah Hale. who takes a seat. Watkins for his second free throw now. Up and in and out, no good. Rebounded by Zion Jones. It brings it down himself. Now gives it to Ruffin. Here's Wilson for three. Good! DeAndre Wilson gets his second three. He's got 6 of our 8 points. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. 2:20 remaining, first quarter. And Watkins gets a long 2. Gets his first 2 points of the game, and we're tied. DeAndre Wilson, David Duncan, and now Ruffin. Jones back to Ruffin. Underneath the Purcell Finch, and his shot is blocked. Great block that time by Desmond Harrison. And here comes Heights High back with it. There's a long 3, and it's good by Alex Norris. And the Grizzlies down by that 3 points. Finch to Ruffin. Ruffin puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound, loose ball, and it's gathered up there by Harrison. He gives it to Watkins, and here comes Heights High back. There's a 3 shot, missing as it was short. You take it, I don't want it play there, and it ended up going to Duncan. Duncan's fouled, count the basket, and a foul. Duncan will go to the line and try and shoot it up here with 1:07 remaining in the first quarter. Duncan at the line to shoot 1. It's up, and it's good. Duncan has 5 points. Grizzlies have tied it at 11. Duncan will go out. Lincoln Phillips comes back in for the Grizzlies. He's on the floor with Purcell Finch, Zion Jones, Easton Ruffin, and DeAndre Wilson. Round the horn it goes. Heights gets it across the timeline without any real difficulty. There's a 3 attempt by Hale, misses. And the rebound is knocked out of play. It will belong to Heights High, and Andy Hill's not real happy with that. It will remain Heights High ball. Watkins will inbound. Harrison lost the ball to Wilson. DeAndre Wilson, a long 2, and it's good. Wilson has 8 points. Grizzlies lead 13-11, 30 to go. Here's a steal. Jones goes up and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Fouls on Sam Kaguru. That's his first 15 foul against Heights. Jones's first one is good. Second one is good. He makes them both. Grizzlies lead by 4. First 2 points of the night for Jonesy. Harrison dishes it off. Now Isaiah Hale will take charge, and they may play for 1 here with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Indeed they are. Now we're down to 8. There's an easy layup, or should not a layup, but a short shot by Ocon. He makes it good. And that one misses, and we will go into the second quarter after 1. Grizzlies lead 15-13. Stay with us. We'll be back. Oh, we know what? Let's see, when we had to restart, we lost all that. So you have to go to add and highlight everything but the first one, because the first 2, because we've already done the first 2. do that one. Let me help you. You're going to click that. And if you hit the shift key and you go down here and get the bottom one, you get them all. Then just hit open and it'll fill in. And now you're ready to launch as soon as I say this is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Back at Heights High, Kevin Arkin and our executive producer, Julius Bolden, with you. Grizzlies lead after one, 15-13. A far cry from the game on December the 7th when we lost by 40. Grizzlies playing very well here in the first quarter. They need to keep it going here. On the floor for the Grizzlies, number 2, Easton Ruffin. Number 4, DeAndre Wilson. Grizzlies inbound. That's Zion Jones who did that and has it again. Also on the floor, Lincoln Phillips, number 15, and Logan Engelmeyer, number 21. And that's your 5 on the floor for the Grizzlies. Ruffin to Jonesy. Back over here to Phillips. Wilson for 3. Good! That's his third 3. He's got 11 points. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. Their biggest lead of the game. This is a very hard-working team. And yes, they have struggled at the win-loss department this year, largely because of the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter has not been kind to the Grizzlies, or they have not been kind to themselves, whatever the case may be. Under the basket, there's a block and a foul is going to be charged to Logan Engelmeyer, and it will send Ocon to the line to shoot a pair. It's a third team foul, Engelmeyer's first. Just to reset everything, Heights has 5 team fouls so far. Neither team has taken a timeout yet. Ocon misses his first one. Now a substitution as Harrison will come out, and he's replaced there by Sam Kigaru. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, folks. And if his parents are listening, I've been wrong at least half the time, and I apologize for it. Ocon makes 1 out of 2. He's got 5. Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Ruffin with it, and he's fouled. Oh, he traveled. Ball will turn over to Northwest. To Heights. Heights with a chance to dig into that 4-point lead. Isaiah Hale with the ball for Heights High. Around the horn it goes, into the paint now. Up, over, misses, rebounded by Jonesy. And here comes Northwest back with it. Into the paint it goes, across the way. Wilson for 3, this time it misses. And the rebound, nice play by Jones to get the rebound. Engelmeyer has it, now to Phillips. Easton Ruffin for 3, and his is good. His first points of the night. Grizzlies lead by a touchdown, 21-14. Shot blocked by the Grizzlies. He gets his rebound back and puts it up. That was Kigaru that scores the point. And Heights High is going to take a timeout. Let's take one with them. We'll be back with more. Grizzlies lead by 5. This is Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, Studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at Heights High, where Lincoln Phillips has just scored 2 points to give the Grizzlies their 7-point lead back. Now a ball taken away by the Heights Falcons, and they come back down with it. Ocon with it. Grizzlies cannot afford a lot of turnovers in this game, not against this team. Hale with it. Into the paint it goes. Florence there. Back to Hale. Across the way on the far side. Bob it back to Hale into the paint. And there's one, and there's a foul. Florence went up for it, got fouled on the way up. I believe Jonesy got him. It was Zion Jones who got him. It's his first foul. 2 shots coming here for Keither Florence. First one's wide left. Grizzlies trying to get a big upset road win here. And he missed them both. Rebound that time by Phillips. David Duncan has it. He's double teamed, looking for some help, and had it stolen away by Hale. His shot was blocked. Goes out of bounds, and Andy Hill doesn't understand that call either. He's wanting an explanation. Now they give it to Northwest. The ball went off the bottom of the backboard on the shot, out of bounds. And the referees got together and got the call correct. Jones into Wilson, into Duncan, and now Engelmeyer, uncontested to the basket, has his shot blocked on the way up. That is not a goaltend. Isaiah Hale up and good. That's a 4-point swing right there. Hale gets his first bucket of the night. Grizzlies up by 5. 4:50 to go, second quarter. On the near side, Zion Jones with it to Phillips. Phillips puts up a long 2, missed everything, rebounded that time by Ocon, and here come the Falcons back. There's a shot that went wide left, rebounded by Lincoln Phillips. Phillips to Wilson. Back to Phillips, to Jones. Jones into the paint, sends it across. 3-pointer by Duncan misses, and it's rebounded by Hale. Here comes Heights right back with it. Shot in and out, no good. Rebounded by Gigaru, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Fouls on Zion Jones. It's his second foul in the last minute. He'll probably come out. Purcell Finch comes in. Engelmeyer and Wilson come out, and so does I lost track now who all came in. We'll get them here as they come down the floor. That one misses. Jones with the ball. He's out there with Purcell Finch, Easton Ruffin, Lincoln Phillips, and David Duncan. Duncan back to Jones. Ruffin booted it. What are they calling? They're calling a jump ball, and on the alternating possession, it will go to Heights. And it's my opportunity to once again editorialize and tell you that I think that the alternating possession rule is the stupidest rule in all of sports. And anybody who's under the age of 40 has no idea why I think that. Heights inbounds it, 3:25 to go, second quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. Grizzlies have led virtually the entire game. Hale for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, put back, good. Pillage gets a two-pointer. He's got 4. Duncan now to Phillips. Phillips for 3. Good! Lincoln Phillips cans a 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 6 again. That'll be a foul on Purcell Finch, I'm sure. See what they call. It's a foul on Purcell Finch. His second, he'll come out. Engelmeyer comes in for him. Also coming into the game is Donald Bobbitt for the Falcons. He'll replace Alex Norris, who takes a breather. And inbounding the ball are the Falcons. Back underway we are. Hale into the paint there to Florence. Now Bobbitt just ran right over Engelmeyer, but he was still moving, so he'll get called for the foul. Oh, they did. They called a charge. I take that back. Bobbitt gets called for the charge. It's his second foul. He'll take a seat. Each team with 6 now. Now what do we have? We have another whistle and a timeout being taken by the Grizzlies. Let's take one with them.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a number 1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Back at Heights High, Kevin Arkin and Julius Bolden with you. 2:32 remaining in the first half. Grizzlies lead 26-20. Each team with 6 fouls, so we're shooting free throws the rest of the way, folks. And each team has spent a timeout, and David Duncan slipped and fell, but the ball went right to Phillips, so that worked out okay. Here's Easton Ruffin with it. He sends one over to Duncan. Duncan to Phillips. Into Zion Jones. Jones at the free throw line to Engelmeyer. It's knocked out of play. It will stay with Northwest. And they'll inbound right below the basket here. And I believe that is out of, it is. That is out of our line of sight. About the last 6 feet or so of the floor at this end. There's a 3-point bomb by Ruffin. That's his second of the quarter. Grizzlies lead by 9. Isaiah Hale with the ball, 1:45 to go. Hale with it again. I don't know what the Grizzlies ate for breakfast, but they need to eat more of it. They're playing very well tonight. There's a 3-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Phillips to Ruffin. Easton Ruffin will bring it across the timeline. To Jones. Ruffin with it again. Oh, and he threw it right to Isaiah Hale. He was trying to get it to Duncan. Didn't get it high enough. There's a shot missing and a rebound by Easton Ruffin. He's going to go coast to coast, I bet. He does. Oh, it doesn't go in. I was sure he was going to get there would be a foul called there as well. And we got neither. That one in and out, no good, and Jones has it, and a whistle. And what are we going to have here? A pushing foul against, I think it's going to be called against Pillage. No, I'm wrong. It's against Kigaru. It puts the Grizzlies in the 1-1. They'll shoot free throws here. Jonesy, first one. Good. He'll get the bonus. And the Grizzlies lead by 10. That's their largest lead of the day. Makes them both. Jones has 4 points, all on free throws. Grizzlies lead by 11. 51 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Isaiah Hale and Jaden Ocon bringing it across the timeline. Hale with it now. They may play for one now. We're inside 30. Oh, stolen there by Phillips. Here's a chance for Northwest to add to the lead. Duncan off the heel, no good. Rebounded there by Heights High, and Isaiah Hale brings it across with 6 seconds to go. Here's a long three off the heel, no good. On the floor, and the buzzer sounds. We are at halftime, and your halftime score, Northwest 31, Heights High 20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
We are back here at Heights High. Kevin Arkin and Julius Bolden with you. Hope you enjoyed the Palm Squad of Heights High as they performed at halftime. And while they were performing, we had someone up here saying they couldn't get the webcast, and I was trying to tell them that they should be able to get the webcast. And then all of a sudden it came out, they were looking for the Heights webcast, not ours. So much for that. So, all righty, I'm going to, we've got about 5 minutes here. I'm going to do something here that this young man was not expecting. Our halftime guest, you can hold this, is our executive producer, Julius Bolden. This is your second time doing this. What do you think?
It's pretty fun. Just getting to learn all the stuff on the computer and watching the games and stuff.
Do you have software like this in your class? I don't even know.
No, this is like the first time ever using something like this. So,
and I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Back in the day when I was your age, which is a long time ago, I don't mind telling you, we did radio. We didn't do TV because TV required such a massive amount of equipment and space.
Right.
It took an actual semi-trailer to house all the equipment. But we actually would do a radio broadcast, and we're on a 4x6 table here, and the control board was larger than this table.
Yeah.
You're now doing it with a mouse and a laptop, and you have more power at your fingertips there than we ever did when I was a kid. And you're also not only doing the audio, but you're doing the video
right
as well, plus the overlaying graphics, plus cutting in PSA spots and commercials and so forth. So you've got a lot going on there, a lot more power being used right where you are than we ever did. So you liking the class?
Yeah, it's fun. You just get to learn. We were learning Photoshop right now, so just making graphics and stuff. So that's pretty fun.
What made you decide to take that class in the first place?
Really, I didn't know what exactly the class was, but it had media in it, so I knew it had to do something with just something online, and I like technology and stuff, so I decided to take it.
Well, are you a computer guy?
Yeah.
Well, this is right up your alley, and you can tell. I'll tell Mr. Monroe if he's watching here tonight that you get an A for tonight, and you're only at halftime. You've done a great job in getting everything put out and getting it over the air. And
thank you.
Again, folks, we apologize for getting knocked off the air right after the broadcast started, but we got on pretty quickly again. Seemed to have had no trouble, although one of the gentlemen who's here is trying to watch it on his phone. He's unable to get it on his phone, but I've got it on my phone, so I know it's working. I can see us.
Yeah.
So, 31-20 at halftime. What do you think? A little bit different than that first game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting Northwest to come out and play like that. They hit a lot of their shots, so.
They did, and they'll need to hit a lot more.
Yeah.
They're going to have to play like this for 2 more quarters and not fall. They cannot afford to fall apart in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that'll kill them.
That'll kill them, exactly. So, Grizzlies will be playing toward the far basket. There's nothing we can do about making the picture any better for you. I wish we could. Although, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this because I haven't shown you this. If you click that and do this, you can move it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've got it as far left as I can go already. Okay, I can't do anything about it. Then you pin it back and it won't move anymore.
Okay.
So, all right. Cue us up. We're going to take one more break, and then we're going to come back for the second half. How about that? All righty. Kevin and Julius will be back. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Down low enough so that it is actually in the air. Then you can pick up crowd noise and you can adjust. Of course, you don't have a headset on, but you can adjust the crowd noise accordingly. And I just got it set for standard, background noise or whatever. They're hearing what we're hearing, essentially. So, waiting for the third quarter to start. Give you some stats that we have here at halftime, folks. For the Grizzlies, Ruffin with 6 points, 2 3-pointers in the second quarter. DeAndre Wilson with 11. He leads all scorers with 11, including 3 3-pointers. David Duncan has 5. Jonesy has 4. Lincoln Phillips has 5. Troy Watkins has a pair. Isaiah Hale with a pair. Ocon with 5 for Heights High. Pillage with 4, Kigaru with 2, and Alex North with a 3-pointer for the Heights Falcons, 31-20. And if you add all those numbers up that I just read for Heights, they don't add up to 20. I missed something. I missed a basket early on. Just reset this for you. Nobody's in real foul trouble for the Grizzlies. Finch has 2 and Jonesy has 2. Everybody else, nobody has more than 1. Each team has taken 1 timeout. Each team has 4 timeouts left. We will tell you before we start here, or as we start, that Grizzly basketball on the internet is being brought to you in part tonight by Mel Hamilton Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hamilton Ford, 11771 West Kellogg, at the big corner of 119th Street West. In and out, no good by, Lincoln Phillips. Rebounded there by the Falcons, and here they come back down to this end. This would help if I had my roster. And just as I bent down to pick up my roster, they scored. Jonesy underneath the basket. Bounced one off his foot, got it back. Lincoln Phillips with it. Phillips again, now across the way. Oh, intercepted. That was intended for Wilson. Intercepted and coast to coast by Pillage. This is not the way we want to start the second half, folks. Grizzlies lead is down to 7. Logan Engelmeyer gets on the scoreboard for the first time. 33-24, Grizzlies lead. 6:45 remaining, third quarter. Hale puts up a long 2. It's good. Hale has 4 points, leads back down to 7. I don't think that's right. I think it's 5. There's a 3-point bomb by Lincoln Phillips. He's got 8 points. Grizzlies lead by 10. They've led by as many as 11. Engelmeyer, nice block by Logan. Ball picked up by Phillips, and here come the Grizzlies back. Jonesy across the timeline. David Duncan up, no good. Rebounded there by DeAndre Wilson. Wilson double team, gets it into the corner. Now Engelmeyer out to Jonesy. Jonesy puts it up, but it's blocked. Bobbitt gets it, brings it up the court, gives it to Hale. Hale has David Duncan in front of him. Starting 5 out there for the Grizzlies. Hale to the free throw line, puts it up, in and out, in and out, in. And And we have a timeout taken. I'm sure that was taken by Northwest. We'll take one with them. Stay with us. 5 minutes to go. Grizzlies up by 8. This is Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Grizzlies lead by 8 as we come out of the timeout. Heights will inbound the ball. No, I take that back. It's Grizzlies ball. And the same 5 on the floor for the Grizzlies. Zion Jones, Easton Ruffin, DeAndre Wilson, Engelmeyer, and Lincoln Phillips. Ruffin. Heavy pressure being put on by Heights now. And we have a whistle away from the ball. And we have another timeout on the floor by Northwest. We're going to keep it right here this time. We'll tell you that Grizzly basketball on the internet is being brought to you in part tonight by the Floodman Family Law Firm at 323 North Market, where they're dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes. Whether it's divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, child support, property division, protection from abuse, or any other family law-related matter, we hope that you will give them the opportunity to serve you. They are committed to zealously representing your interest, and they take pride in fully responding to any questions and concerns that you may have quickly and fully. They understand that divorce and child custody matters can be very trying. Floodman Family Law is a proud supporter of Northwest High athletics, and in particular, Grizzly basketball. Engelmeyer dishes it back now to Jones. Jones triple teamed there. Gets it to Phillips. Guys, somebody's got to be open. Wilson on the far side. Ruffin. Back to Wilson. Uncontested 3. Off the heel. No good. Tried to steal the rebound. Unable to do it. Isaiah Hale brings it down for Heights High. Still has it. Pulls it back now. Lets the offense reset. 2-3 zone being employed here by the Grizzlies. Hale, a long 3 is good. Hale has 7 points in this quarter, 9 altogether. There's a long bomb by Lincoln Phillips. He answers right back, and he's got 11. Here's a steal by Jonesy. Jones up for 2. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Hale. Now we have a jump ball. How about it? It is a jump ball, and it will stay with, it'll go to Heights this time on the alternating possession rule. Hale comes out. Also coming out is Florence for Heights. Purcell Finch came into the game for the Grizzlies when I wasn't looking just a moment ago. He replaced Engelmeyer. Lincoln Phillips with a nice steal. Great defensive play by the sophomore. Across the way now. Ruffin for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Heights. Heights getting all the offensive rebounds in this quarter. 3 minutes to go and change. Grizzlies still up by 8. Has not been a foul called in this quarter. David Duncan getting set to come back in as he's stretching over there. Underneath the basket, and a travel call against Alex Norris. It'll turn it over to Northwest. Duncan comes back in, and DeAndre Wilson will take a seat, get a breather. Zion Jones under the basket, beneath us where you can't see him, will inbound. looking for some help. That one will go to Heights. Duncan tried to get it back on a give and go to Jones, and it was deflected. He tried to save it and knocked it out of play. And Heights gets the ball back. In and out, no good. How about a rebound? Out of play, that'll stay with Heights. Good effort there by Purcell Finch to get that rebound. 2:30 to go, 2:36 to go, 39-31, Grizzlies lead. Heights with the ball. Inbounding under their own basket. There's a loose ball. Finch gets it to Phillips, and here come the Grizzlies back. Let's get some points. Easton Ruffin drives, puts it up, deflected, no good. Rebounded there by Ocon. And Heights brings it down the floor. Isaiah Hale with it. On the near side, back to Hale. Hale looking for some help. Florence comes out. Across the way, that one's deflected by Phillips. Who's going to get it? Phillips gets the loose ball. Drives down, puts it up, misses. And the rebound by Ocon. Again, the Grizzlies not getting any offensive rebounds in the last several minutes. There's an interception and a good play by the Grizzlies to bring it back down the court and have another opportunity. Duncan off the heel, no good. And again, the rebound to Pillage this time. Coast to coast, he misses. Put back, though, is good by Sam Kigaroo. And the lead is down to 6. Finch has his pocket picked. Under the basket, Finch is going to be guilty of a foul. Ball will be on the floor. That is the first foul of the quarter, and it comes with 1:13 to go. It is Purcell Finch's third foul. Duncan comes out. Engelmeyer comes in. Now Finch comes out. Wilson came back in as well. Hale for 3, no good. Rebound by Phillips. Phillips is having a whale of a game. Wilson to Ruffin. Underneath to Wilson. Wilson for 3. Short this time. Rebounded there by Jaden Ocon. Here come the Heights Falcons back. Hale with it. Hale into the paint now. Dishes it off. It's deflected out of play by Easton Ruffin. Good defensive play. It'll stay with the Falcons. 52 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Grizzlies up by 6. Into the paint, up, Florence puts it up, no good, short. Rebound is up, no good. They're letting them play. This ball's thrown out of play, that'll belong to Northwest. Grizzlies will inbound in front of the scorer's table with 6-point lead and 41 seconds, remaining in the third quarter of the contest. Underneath, Wilson with it in the corner. Back to Phillips. Ruffin, top of the key. Jones with it. Again, heavy pressure being put on the man with the ball. It stays with Northwest. As it's knocked out of play over there. 23 seconds to go. Underneath, Ruffin had his pocket picked. Bobbitt drives it down and literally had the ball ripped out of his arms by Easton Ruffin, but they're going to call Ruffin for the foul. No, I take that back. They're calling Jonesy for the foul. That's his third. Bobbitt will shoot a pair. with 6 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Makes the first one. Finch comes in for the Grizzlies, replacing Phillips. Bobbitt takes his second. Good. He makes them both. It's his first 2 points of the night by my book. And that'll do it here in the third quarter. And Grizzlies are going to need to turn it up a notch here in the fourth as they gave away most of their lead. After 3, Grizzlies lead 39-35. We'll be back. This is Wichita Grizzlies boys basketball.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Heights High, Kevin Arkin, Julius Bolden with you. Grizzlies lead after 3, 39-35 against a team that won by 40 at Northwest 1 month ago. A vastly improved Northwest Grizzly team playing here tonight over the team that was on the floor for the second week of the season. Head coach Andy Hill giving the pep talk to the lads. Grizzlies will inbound to start the fourth quarter. And here we go. Jones with it. To Duncan. Duncan double teamed against him. They're playing some strong defense now. Is Heights High, and they have been the entire half. Wilson for 2. He got shut out in the third quarter, but he's got 13 now. And the Grizzlies have a 6-point lead again. Motion offense by the Heights Falcons. Heights being very patient here against the 2-3 zone of the Grizzlies. Hale with it. Into the corner, Bobbitt. Into the paint, up and good. Ocon was right there. He's got 7, and the lead is 4. Wilson. On the near side, up and good. Oh, I thought that was going to fall. Jonesy has not made a field goal in the game. And that one is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound in by Cougaroo. He's got 6, the lead is down to 2. Grizzlies need to turn it back up a notch. And we have a travel called on Engelmeyer, and it will turn the ball over and give Heights a chance to tie it here. 6:05 remaining in the fourth. Around the horn it goes. Thrown away that time by Bobbitt, right to Lincoln Phillips. Here come the Grizzlies back. Zion Jones drives, sends it across for 3, short. And a rebound by Ocon. That should be in charge. Oh, they call the block. That shows you what I know. David Duncan gets called for a blocking foul. That is David's first foul. It's the third team foul of the half for the Grizzlies. Heights is not fouled in this half. Bobbitt will go to the line and shoot 2. First one is good. Now a free throw to tie the game. What was our biggest lead? A bunch. We've given away a big lead. And he makes them both. We're tied. Lincoln Phillips. Long one up to Wilson. Wilson has only scored 2 points in this half. Now he loses the ball, and here comes Phillips back with it. Up and good on the putback by Kigaroo. And the Heights Falcons have their first lead of the night. Grizzlies taking timeout. Let's take one with them. We'll be back with more. 5:13 remaining. 43-41. Grizzlies now trail. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't really better.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Grizzlies trail here in the timeout, 43-41. Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball is being brought to you in part tonight on the web by Mel Hamilton Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hamilton Ford at the big corner of 119th Street and Kellogg. We want to thank Lisa Hamilton, Phil Nightingale, and all the good folks at Mel Hamilton Ford for their continuing support of Northwest Grizzlies athletics, and in particular, Northwest Grizzlies basketball. Grizzlies are in their fourth quarter funk. They need to get out of it right now. There's plenty of time left. 43-41, Grizzlies trail. Engelmeyer to Zion Jones. Jones to Wilson. Wilson to tie it up short. This time he gets his own rebound. Puts it up. It's blocked. And Heights gets it back. Isaiah Hale will bring it across the timeline for the Falcons. Pillage for 3, and it's good. Grizzlies down by 5. Phillips into the corner for Jonesy. Heights playing some very high-pressure, aggressive defense here in the second half. Wilson to Duncan. Jones for 2, misses. Rebound by Ocon. Here comes Heights back. Hale playing some razzle-dazzle there in front of the hometown faithful. Kigaroo to Pilic. Sam dishes it off now. Here's a 3 attempt, nothing but net. Bobbitt gets a 3, and the Falcons have come alive. We had him for 3 quarters. Actually, we had him for a half. There's a 3-pointer by Wilson. Long overdue. We needed that. He's got 16. Plenty of time left. Grizzlies only down by 5. 2-possession game. There's a steal on an intercepted pass by Duncan. Wilson for 3. Oh, he missed it. How about a putback? Nope, they pulled it back out. Wilson back to Duncan. Thought about it. Now back to Wilson. Phillips for 3. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Heights. Pillage gives it to Hale. Hale facing a double team. Gets it up here to Kigaru. And he throws it away right to DeAndre Wilson. Here's a chance for the Grizzlies. Up. Get in there. Nope, doesn't go. Isaiah Hale with the rebound. And an easy lay-in that time by Pillage. And I'll bet you we're taking a timeout. Grizzlies are taking a timeout, trailing by 7 with 2:17 remaining. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Boom! Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Grizzlies led by 4 when this quarter started. And have been outscored 12 to, I got this right? No, I've got this wrong. They've been outscored 16 to 7, 16 to 5 in this quarter. So instead of being up 4, we're down 7. We got our work cut out for us. 2:17 to go. Plenty of time left. No need to panic. We need to make some stops and we need to get some baskets. It's just that simple. And we inbound. Easton Ruffin brings it down the floor. Wilson with it. We haven't set the 5 in a while. We'll do that. Ruffin with the ball now. DeAndre Wilson, number 4. Lincoln Phillips, number 15 as they turn it over. Zion Jones, number 10, and Engelmeyer, number 21. 2 minutes exactly remaining in the 4th. Grizzlies down by 7. Coach Hill and giving some encouraging advice to Zion Jones. There's a block and a foul. Probably a good foul. He was going to lay it in. I think it was on Engelmeyer. It is. That's his first foul. Actually, I don't think that's right, but I already had him for one. But we'll take it. Jaden Ocon at the line shooting a pair. The first one misses off the heel. A miss is a good thing here for the Grizzlies. Let's get the rebound, boys. Second one goes in. He makes 1 out of 2. He's got 8 points. Grizzlies with the ball, trailing by 8. Cheerleaders very vocal for the Heights side. Tried to skyhook, did DeAndre Wilson, didn't go, now a foul. And that's going to get charged to, it's either Ruffin or, yeah, it is on Easton Ruffin. That's his first foul. It's a 15th foul of the half, believe it or not. Heights has not fouled in this half. They have 0 fouls on the board. Kind of hard to shoot free throws when nobody's fouling you. To the credit of the Heights team. Tiguru with it. Burning some clock now. And a foul against Ruffin. That's the last foul the team has to give. They're shooting free throws after this. Bobbitt with it. 1 minute to go. Ball knocked out of play, belongs to Northwest, and a break for the Grizzlies. They need to score big and quick. Ruffin. Into Engelmeyer, back to Ruffin. Ruffin puts it up short, rebound to Heights. Here come the Falcons back, and we may have just written our epitaph on the putback by Pillits. They've done that play all night long, and now it's a 10-point lead with 30 seconds to go. They have count the basket and a timeout taken by the Grizzlies. We'll keep it right here. We'll tell you once again that Grizzly basketball on the internet is being brought to you in part tonight by the Floodman Family Law Firm at 323 North Market here in Wichita, where they are dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes. Divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, child support, property division, protection from abuse, or other family law related matters are all part of their expertise, and we hope that you give them an opportunity to help you. They take pride in fully responding to any questions and concerns that you might have quickly. They understand that divorce and child custody matters can be very trying. Floodman Family Law's expertise and representation and the support of their excellent, experienced staff will make any difficult time you have a little less challenging. The Floodman Family Law Firm, 323 North Market, is a proud supporter of Grizzly athletics on the World Wide Web, and we thank them for their support. 25.5 to go. Grizzlies with 6 fouls, Heights with 0. Grizzlies have 1 timeout left, and the possession arrow is pointing toward Heights. Heights will inbound the ball here. Grizzlies need a stop and a quick one. And the Grizzlies foul. That's DeAndre Wilson, who gave a bear hug for his second foul. It'll put Heights at the line here as they're now in the bonus. Jaden Ocon will be shooting a 1-and-1 opportunity. This will be a good time for a miss. Get the ball back, boys. And they missed, and the rebound went to Heights. Putback misses. Tiguru goes up. He's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line now and shoot a pair. With 17 seconds to go. Zion Jones picks up number 4. That 1-and-1 misses, but the putback right there misses. Out it goes. They'll pull it back out. 12 seconds to go. It makes no difference now. Grizzlies are going to fall here to the Falcons. 2-1, and that's it. Grizzlies fall 54-46. We'll take one last timeout, and then we'll be back to wrap this one up. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball. Got any left? Last one.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
Too tight-headed! Yeah!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Because I'm doing the game. Back at Heights High with Julius Bolden, Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies fall tonight, 54-46. And what a shame. They played so well in the first half and actually led after 3 quarters, 39-35. Couldn't hold on in the fourth. Heights just went gangbusters in the fourth quarter and takes an 8-point lead from the Grizzlies. But a well-played game by Northwest and much better than the first meeting at home when we dropped one by 40. Scoring leaders for the Grizzlies, we have 3, 6, 9, 12. 16 points for DeAndre Wilson. I think he led all scorers, to be honest with you, with that. Ruffin had 8. Duncan had 5. Jonesy had 4. Phillips had 11, including 3 3-pointers. Engelmeyer had a pair for the Grizzlies. For Heights, I'll just give them to you down the lineup. Troy Watkins had 2. Isaiah Hale with 9. Bobbitt with 7. Ocon with 2, 4, 6, 8. Pilic with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Kigaru with 8. And Norris with 3. And we missed a couple of buckets on the Heights side, I know. Our next webcast. First of all, you want to come out. Friday night, we take on North High at home, and it is homecoming at Northwest High, and there's going to be all kinds of festivities going on at halftime, right? Do you know what's going on?
Not exactly.
Okay. You're the producer. You're supposed to know this stuff. We do invite you to come out and watch the game live, but if you can't, or even if you do, because it will be webcast live, it will be podcast. You can watch it when you go home after you watch the Grizzlies beat up on North High at homecoming on Friday night. We certainly invite you to come out. We're on the air Friday night, 7:15 from the Northwest High gym, and we hope you come out to the gym or at least join us for the action. We're going to sign it off from here for our executive producer who, Mr. Monroe, gets an A tonight for his outstanding effort. Julius Bolden, I'm Kevin Harkins saying thank you for joining us. And once again, Grizzlies fall tonight, 54-46 to Heights. Good night for now, and we'll see you guys on Friday.